Hello and welcome to Shifting Lanes Garage. My name is Chad. All the way on the far left of your screen is Greg, as always. And we have our friend and special guest, Andrew, joining us today. Yes, most of you will most obviously note that he is decidedly not Australian.
No. Good eye, mate. Put some shrimp on the barbie.
Unfortunately, let me just, I'll pull it up so I get the name right. I want to make sure I do this right. Should have been slightly mildly remotely prepared.
Nah.
But
From the hip, always from the hip.
yeah, literally by the seat of my pants, as one might say. But unfortunately, if you're tuned in or what have you to the Australian motorsports community, they lost a gentleman by the name of Gary Rogers, who is actually very large and pivotal in the Australian motorsports scene. His services are this week at some point, if not today or tomorrow or whatever day it is in Australia. So,
I believe it's Thursday currently.
I'm not going to understand that. It's going, like...
They're just ahead of us by like 13 hours or so.
You and your logic. But no, we didn't think it would... we didn't think it would be a great idea to come on, have the show, have a lot of fun with, talk about the Australian motorsports scene while, people in the Australian motorsports scene are actually kind of grieving and things of that nature. So, excuse me. What we will do, though, however, is we brought Andrew on. The short version of Andrew is, number one, he has been on the show. And number two, he is a enthusiast of the people's car. So
Yes, of the people's car.
So
That's right.
We should have a lot of fun. Gentlemen, Andrew, how you doing?
Good. Can't complain. Wouldn't do me any good anyway. But
I'd probably make fun of you.
I mean, yeah, pretty much. But yeah, doing well. The weather is quite nice. I'm allowed to be in my garage with a sweatshirt with sleeves rolled, so this is wonderful. It's not the 35 degrees it has been some days, and I'm like, oh, so we didn't get fall. Cool. That's awesome. Can't wait for winter to just hit in like November 3rd, but thankfully it's been a little bit warmer during the days, and the the garage is not an icicle as of yet, as you can maybe see, as evidenced by the leaf pile slowly forming around my car and my garage that that my kids so lovingly have placed there. Dad, let's make a leaf bouquet. Let's make a leaf bouquet. No, I'm okay. I don't want to make a leaf bouquet on the floor of the garage. Thanks. You're muted,
We can't
Chad.
hear you.
So what I was suggesting is they do that, and then you have a competition to see who can throw theirs closest to the street.
That's right, yeah. So, yeah, let's make a leaf bouquet and then get it the hell out of my garage. Agree. So, yeah, doing well on this side. Andrew, how about you, bud?
No complaints for me. I am not working for the large online retailer named after a big river anymore, which is kind of nice. We don't need to say their name, but the one that starts with the letter A with the 2-day delivery.
Yes, Nile.
Happy about that.
Mississippi, that was a good one.
Yep, that's a heck of a company. I now work for a company that is a purveyor of fine fiber optic internet. So I'm happy about that.
I hope it's also named after a river. It's called. I hope it's called Euphrates or something. That would be excellent.
Unfortunately, no.
Congo Internet.
Congo Internet.
That sounds horribly unreliable.
Genji's Internet.
It's the guy, the service tech just walks up and puts a Starlink on your roof and walks away.
Done.
Love it. Yeah, so working for a fiber optic internet service provider now, and life is good. Happy I do not work for said online retailer anymore. I worked in their warehouses. It was a good gig, but at age 42, I finally work in a field that is related to what my college degree is in. So go
nice.
Sucker.
So it took a while, but working my way up, right? That's on the
Hey, Vera Wang didn't design her first wedding dress until she was 40. And now she is incredibly famous. So you know what? And incredibly rich. So you know what? 42, finally
And
getting into whatever you need to do, you're good to go, man. It's never too late to do whatever you can.
But
you still have time to start designing those wedding dresses, Andrew.
That's right, exactly.
That's the plan. Made out of fiber optics, of course. But family's good, kiddo's good, wifey's good, everything is good. Can't complain.
Nice.
Fantastic.
Very awesome.
So, Greg, what are we talking about?
Well, I was thinking wedding dresses. Since that's definitely what this podcast is about.
I mean, as long as they have the horse purrs.
Yes. If we can somehow make a 7,000 horsepower wedding dress, that would be the best topic for this podcast. I say we talk about cars, because cars are excellent. I think the first thing we should talk about, since Andrew is on talking with us, since he's a very big enthusiast of the two letters V and W, we have a 50th anniversary of the Volkswagen, I believe, GTI, correct?
Do we?
I don't know, do we?
I don't pay attention to Volkswagen.
I think we do. It's the link you had sent. It's the Golf GTI edition 50 ahead of the Nürburgring 24. Yeah. Isn't that the 50th? It's the 50th anniversary. It's to celebrate the 50th anniversary of the GTI.
50th anniversary of the GTI worldwide.
Which is cool. And then it's got a great picture in the article of like just a red Gen 1 and then the red new one. And you can see like the juxtaposition of what the original looked like versus the one now. And they always do this for, anniversary specials and stuff. But it's very cool to see how it's progressed over the years and just how different yet similar it is. It's still a hatchback. It's still relatively small. It's only grown, X, Y, and Z bit. It is decidedly bigger than it used to be, but it hasn't done the thing that most cars do, right? It hasn't done what the BMW 3 Series has done, where it's gone from this compact to this large sedan.
If you sit in a
Mark
1 GTI, and
no doubt, because it's a
Mark
two-door.
8, it feels. I mean, even if the Mark 8 were a two-door, which it's not, it would still feel much. You wear the car in a Mark 1, if you know what I'm saying. You are not in it; you wear it. But the proportions overall and the overall, I hate this. This is such a car cliche. The design language has remained similar over the years, and I think I know it is very easy to poke fun in the poke fun at Volkswagen enthusiasm. However, I think that every single car guy, regardless of what makes them tick, has a spot in their car guy heart for a GTI. Whether it's an old one or a new one, it's one of those cars that has always been part of the I can't think of another word, the zeitgeist, shall we say, of car enthusiasm. It's part of that whole deal. I mean, it's always been part of that. And I think that they did nicely with the 50th anniversary. If you look at some upholstery, I can't see what you're playing on stream, so I'm going to pull that up as I'm talking, so I can see what you're posting. Do you have a picture? Did you do the picture of the seats? Do you have that one? Because
the seats look really nice.
The plaid seat has always been a thing in the GTI, and they did a really, really nice job. A nice embroidery with the GTI, the interior. They put buttons back on the steering wheel, which is a good thing. But I think Volkswagen does a very good job paying homage to the history of the GTI whenever they do one of these anniversary editions. There was a 30th with the Mark V, a 30th with the Mark VI, 45th with the Mark 7, and then the 50th with the Mark 8. Yeah. And I think they always do a very nice job with little design details that make them special. And so it's a pretty big deal. And you have the time in front of you, Chad. What, 7:48 around the Nürburgring?
Which is
7:48 and change, which is not too shabby.
That's pretty rapid.
325 horsepower, give or take, front wheel
Yeah.
drive.
Yeah, I was just going to go over some specs. Basically, they did a bunch of interesting things. The plaid seats definitely, because obviously, like you said, Adrian, that's the thing that's very GTI and very Volkswagen in that sense. They gave it stronger internals from the 2-liter turbocharged E8 EA888 found in the Golf GTI Club Sport 4, which gave it a power bump to 320, up 25 horsepower over the regular Club Sport, and nearly 60 over the standard GTI, which is awesome. Torque figures are up to 309 pound-feet of torque, and it's got 7-speed DSG paddle, and it has an Akrapovic titanium exhaust system, which is quite frankly pretty awesome on a standard car. Akrapovic makes great exhaust systems.
If I'm not mistaken, that is the exhaust that was made available on the European Club Sport, like the standard Club Sport. And I have a buddy across town who has that exhaust on his Mark 8, and it sounds fantastic for a 50 state legal factory exhaust. It's really fantastic for what it is. But yeah, I mean, they do anniversary cars very well. Chad commented on this when I sent him the link the other day, and I will agree with him 1000%. The wheels are awful. They're awful. And I think that it's become accepted by Volkswagen enthusiasts that Volkswagen sucks at wheels. One of the
Thank
first
God for aftermarket.
Yeah, one of the first things you do when you buy any Volkswagen with the plans on modifying it is you put new wheels on it.
Yeah, I mean, it looks like they took the Alpha.
Yes.
The C
That's what
wheels,
Chad said, and I agree 100%.
And they made them worse. I don't understand how, but they made them worse.
Like the red inlay makes them way worse than if they had just been black.
The red inlay is weird, but the shape is also weird. It looks like a bunch of D's just stuck together. Like it's dumb.
They gave the car the D.
Yeah, they gave the car 5 D's, and it's just
5 big D's.
5 big D's on each wheel, and it's just not attractive. I agree. The wheels are the worst part of this car. The green is amazing. Is wonderful color on this car, but Volkswagen has always done that like sort of aqua deep green really, really well. It's a beautiful color. But you were so close. I think you said 748, 746 around the ring. That's very impressive. Anything sub 8 is really good, quite honestly. Like there are 90s era supercars that are doing it above 8. And, sub 8-minute ring time is pretty freaking fantastic for anything, quite frankly. That's fast, especially even a modern hot hatch that's front wheel drive. Like that's quick.
I like the gradient decal on the bottom of the doors too.
Yes, that's nice. There's a lot of really good little nuancy touches here and there in this thing.
And the big spoiler works for me. It works for me. It is an appropriate amount of boy racer, shall we say?
Yeah.
And by the way, your Volkswagen trivia of the day: the Volkswagen Red. What is that called? Do you know the name of the color? Because it has a cool color and it's been the same name forever. That distinctive Volkswagen GTI red has a name.
The only German red I know is Guards red, but that's a Porsche color. Mm-hmm. It's the only one that I know, and I don't.
And we all know Nardo gray, of course. Right?
Yeah.
And then what is it? Laguna Seca blue on the Audi, right?
Yep.
The Volkswagen red is called Tornado Red.
Tornado red. That's interesting.
Tornado Red, which is kind of a cool name for a red.
Also, not the color of tornadoes.
Not at all.
Just so we're clear.
But it is called Tornado Red. So
unless it's a fire tornado, which are super badass looking,
or a Sharknado. I mean, there's those too.
No, that's just a blue tornado, I would imagine, or big gray one.
So yeah, 50th anniversary GTI, cool. If you're cool if you're a Volkswagen fan. I also think just cool if you're a car guy, because to have that enthusiast car around and relatively successful for as long as it's been around is a big deal. So I like it. I think it's cool.
Now here's a question for you guys. Do you think we're going to get this in the US? Because there are rumblings saying that we're not.
No, absolutely not. We didn't get the 30th. We didn't get the 35th. We didn't get the 45th. We're not going to get the 50th. There is no question it's not coming.
That's dumb.
It is not coming.
Why?
Period. It's
because for the same money you can get a Golf R.
I know, but here's the thing though. Certain celebrations like this are collector's items too, and it's not just for a driving experience with a lot of these things. Collectors do, like, I guarantee you there's multiple thousands of GTI collectors in the US that would absolutely clamor for this thing. Like,
hold on, did you just say there are multiple thousands GTI collectors?
Yeah,
oh, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I guarantee you there are at minimum 3,000 to 5,000 people that would buy this instantly in this country. Yeah,
myself included.
Yeah, we have one on
because I'm due for a new one.
Well, true.
I have a Mark V. I want a new one.
I find it.
But I wouldn't buy a GTI.
Wouldn't bring it here.
I wouldn't buy a GTI. I'd buy a Golf R because I have adult money.
That's the thing. Like you wouldn't. This isn't a car you'd buy at a daily. You'd buy the Golf R at a daily. This is sort of a special occasion. If you were,
it's a Golf. If you're not dailying this thing, I don't care if it has a 50 on the side of it. Please kindly hand in your enthusiast card and exit stage left.
Yeah.
I don't mean like Andrew said, the GTI has a very important place in automotive history. It has a, it was sort of genesis for the hot hatch. Its place in history cannot be ignored. But at the end of the day, it is still a Golf. And I mean, it's special. It makes a ton of horsepower. It gets around the Nürburgring in a really quick fashion. Yes, there are going to be people who don't drive these things because quote-unquote collector car. But, like, it's a hot hatch. If you buy a hot hatch and don't drive it, and I mean drive it as... Let's just say
unless it's an old one that like my Mark V that has 200,000 miles on it. Now I have a daily and I have kids to carry around in the car, right? That's different. But I agree with you. If you're buying it new, it's a daily driver.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, if I'll put it this way, right? If you track the GTI or the Golf lineup from the top down, so Golf R, GTI 50th, all the way down, you get to a Golf, which is effectively the European crossover. Right, as a family vehicle over there. Granted, they are getting more and more.
Over there. They have Tiguan's over there, and they sell really well.
Okay, so they just fed a Golf some extends, and there we are.
Fair enough, I guess.
I'm oversimplifying. The point I'm making is that this is an insane car, and like I also understand the fact that I really need to. Greg, do you have the article I sent to you up from Hagerty?
I do. Would you like me to send you the link?
Actually, I just want you to tell everyone how much this thing costs.
Oh, okay. So keep going, and I will look for it.
So while he's looking, to go along with what Chad is saying, I agree with you. Is that, and Jeremy Clarkson, I always bring up Jeremy Clarkson and GTIs because one of the best GTI reviews ever was Jeremy Clarkson reviewing the Mark V. And one thing he said about that car remains true to this day. You can I think he said something like this. You can put a chest of drawers in the back. You can get groceries. You can take the kids to school in it and then drive home afterwards like you sat on a wasp. And that's what it's good at. It's good at everything. And that is what makes it, quite frankly, that's what's made it endure over all this time, is the fact that it does all of those things, and it does all of those things better than almost any car in terms of doing all of those things. Because there are plenty of faster, and quite frankly, the car behind you, I'm being a bit dramatic, may not exist in that form. The hot wagon exists because of the GTI, in my opinion.
Yeah. The pricing is not announced. It said pricing not announced, but they said expect it to slot between the Club Sport and the R, which makes sense.
So if it were US dollars, it would be like 45, which is way too freaking high.
It is.
I mean, the GTI is too expensive as of now. I mean, it's 50 grand, over 50 grand for a Golf R. This is too much. I still want one, but
maybe just
used. I wouldn't buy one new. That's
Chad,
the
what are you?
problem.
Chad, what are you?
And that's the
mooning
biggest
about?
problem with enthusiast cars right now, in general, is new. It's like, huh. But once it hits the pre-owned market, I can afford it. Well, yes. $2. So, the prices for the Golf GTI Edition 50 start at 54,540 euros.
Permission to use profanity.
Go right for it.
Yeah, we're out of the first 2 minutes.
Fuck off.
But it's more. It's more. Your car that quote unquote laps the Nürburgring at quite a rapid pace
746.
doesn't come with a performance package. So if you want that, you're forking over another 4,200 euros.
And generally speaking, the performance pack with GTIs means the torque vectoring, limited slippy diff kind of thing, and some fancy braking stability control stuff. And by the way, random GTI fact of the day: if you see a Mark 7 or a Mark 8 and it has a red GTI logo on the front grille, that means it has a performance pack. If it is silver, it does not.
At what point?
You ever see one driving around? That's how you know.
At what point are we just going to stop paying for things? Because, like, at this point, consumers are just doing it to themselves. Like, people keep buying these things, and it's not just this; it's everything. Everything's expensive. Like streaming, blah, blah, blah. We have 18 different streaming options, and we have all of them. A lot of people have all of them. I'm like, but it's cheaper to get cable, but you're also buying $60,000 GTIs off the lot. It's like, stop buying these things. Just don't. Like, pricing's not going to get better until we stop paying for things like this. It's insane.
My biggest issue here with the price of the GTI and where it is now, it is lovely. I think they've made it a little bit more luxurious than a GTI should be. I think the GTI should be a bit more utilitarian, and they've made it too luxurious, which has made the price go up. And I think that the line is being blurred between the GTI, the Golf R, and the Audi RS3.
I agree with that.
And it is very, the value proposition. So mechanically, a Golf R and an Audi RS3 are virtually identical.
Yeah.
We agree, right? Haldex system, 2-liter turbo, and all that good stuff.
S3.
No, I'm sorry, S3. RS3, 2.5 liter turbo. Audi S3. Okay, S3. Yeah. The S3 is probably only like $8,000 more. You're getting an Audi badge, and the interior is nicer.
Right.
And then if you want to spend another 5 or 6 on top of that, you're getting close to 70. You're looking at an RS3, which is what I really want.
Their prices are coming down on the pre-owned market.
Yeah.
Good.
And you also can't get an RS3 hatch in the U.S. You can only get the sedan.
Right.
But the sedan's cool. I'm sorry, the hatch is cool.
The baby sedan is arguably cooler.
Oh, but the baby, I can't fit in it. It's tiny. That back seat is useless.
Wagon all the things. That's what we need.
Yeah, I mean, take that hatch, make it about 8 inches longer, hot wagon with that 5-cylinder engine that engine is so popular in racing and drag racing circles now that they're actually making billet blocks for it. That 5-cylinder.
The Daza, DAZA engine code.
Yeah,
the Daza.
Freaking amazing.
Yeah.
But on the point of the 50th anniversary Golf GTI and the price. Mm-hmm. So if you apply some math, the GTI 50th anniversary edition, or whatever the Germans are insisting on calling it, is roughly 40. Hold on, let me get Greg back because he keeps messing with things. Yeah, welcome back, Greg.
I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, stop that.
I'm not doing anything.
So again, just to reiterate, the Golf 50th anniversary with all of the fun stuff, like I said, with that and the performance pack, 65,000, basically 300 American.
No.
For an extra $4,700, You could have
anything.
a base C8 Corvette new.
But and you're not wrong.
I'm not saying you're cross-shopping those things. I'm just saying, like...
The point you're making is valid, which is that the value proposition gets tough. It gets tough. Because what
really want a GTI then?
Yeah, you have to really, really want it. You have to really want it. And you also have to really... But here's the thing, and this is one thing that Volkswagen... Stop me from going down this rabbit hole if I go too far. So the one thing that Volkswagen got really good... All right, fair enough.
I'll play with you. Continue.
One thing Volkswagen...
He pokes his head into the rabbit hole. No, we're done. We're good.
All right.
Thank you.
I'm out. Mark 5, Mark 6 GTI was an enthusiast car. Period. Full stop. Starting with the Mark 7, they marketed it to the masses. You see normal people driving Mark 7 GTI. 65-year-old woman who's driven Volkswagens her whole life, it became attractive because it was a 4-door, right? It wasn't a 2-door anymore, which is bad for enthusiasts, but for actually selling cars, it was good for Volkswagen, right? And the Mark 8 is also a little bit more of a mass market car. They made the styling a little bit more aggressive than Mark 7, which makes it a little bit scary to normal people because it looks like a sportier car. Yeah, I know, Chad, I'm sorry. It's not a sports car. But it has
it's a hot hatch,
right? The Mark 7 looked more Golfy than sporty. So that's all. And I think that so you have normal people buying GTIs now, enthusiasts who can afford it buying Golf Rs. But then you add this into the mix, and the value proposition to buy a Golf R gets even stronger. That's where I don't understand this car. I like it from a tradition standpoint and an anniversary standpoint and all that happy shit. But this over a Golf R? Oh, hell nah. No way. That's it. I'm off my soapbox.
That's true. That's true. I mean,
no matter how much I love Volkswagens, it doesn't make sense from a value standpoint.
Like I would literally buy almost anything else. Like the GTI is a great car. It always will be. It's a wonderful hot hatch. But if I'm spending $65,000 in a car, I am not buying a GTI at all. Like I would buy a GTI at half that price with 30,000 miles on the clock, which is how everyone should be buying them. Because at 30,000 miles on the clock, it's still a brand new car.
That's what I did. I didn't buy my Mark 5 new. I bought it off a lease, certified pre-owned from a dealer with 35,000 miles on it for 10,000 less than sticker, and it was only a year and a half, a year and a half old.
Buying a brand new car
is stupid
right now is one of the most catastrophically stupid decisions you could humanly make. Even if you did have money, quite honestly, if you have infinite money, well, then who cares? Either way, like the rich don't get rich because they just lavishly spend it. They do it because they're very stingy a lot of the time, and they're smart with their money. People go out and buy brand new GTIs and they wonder why they don't have money. It's like, you could get this car, essentially, basically this car, 2 years old, last gen, for $25,000 off of this price, probably more, with 45,000 miles on the clock.
I'll go up on that a little bit. I think that the used car market is still hot enough that it would be 10 or 15 off the sticker.
Even so, that's still the value gets better. That's still $15,000 in your pocket that you didn't have. 100%. And honestly, it just makes no sense to me. Like, why are you doing this?
So
you're
Chad,
getting
can I do this for you?
Arguably the same thing.
Chad, I'm going to do this for you. Cool car, wouldn't buy it. GTI, awesome. Chad thinks it sucks. Let's move on. I know it's not my show to host, but I'm going to let you get off of Volkswagen stuff.
No, it's fine, man, because
I'm going to let you exit Volkswagen.
And I'm going to say one more thing before we move on to whatever Greg wants us to talk about next. my whole thing is with the GTI in general, is the reason it is successful is because it's always been the understated hot hatch here in, when it had to compete with, say, a Focus ST or a Focus RS or what have you. Those things didn't really appeal to people in their 50s the same way it appealed to people in their 20s and 30s. Where the GTI, it's just enough. But I also think in a sense that hurts it because, like, you look at this thing and you really need to have a hard-on for Volkswagens to understand why this thing is special.
I agree.
And I'm also the type of person that I don't care if it's special to you. That's all that matters, right?
True.
But I don't know, but like the biggest thing is you go out, get the GTI with the performance package there with all the goodies, and then turbo downpipe tune, some other minor mods, and you're making the same horsepower. And you're on effectively the same chassis, like 98% of the same chassis. Like, I understand that, like, not everybody's going to look at a car and go, ooh, I could mod it and be better than that thing over there for less money. I get that. I am absolutely 1,000% an anomaly.
But you pointed out another problem. So this is 320 some odd horsepower. Front wheel drive car.
Wrong wheel drive.
Right. Well, but let's think, right? I'm going to basic physics. You are asking front wheels to do way too much at that point. You are asking front wheels to keep 300 and some odd horsepower on the road, steer and do all the things. Okay? So if you do just a software tune on these cars, they're up near 400. I mean, I could look it up. If somebody wants to go to APR's website, I can do it while I'm talking. APR is, in my opinion, one of the most respected tuning companies for Volkswagen and Audi, right? So if you do a tune on this car, I'm going to go as quickly as I can. Model GTI, year 2025. Find your parts. Software and tuning. Do we want to say that we're going to say we're doing engine ECU upgrade? Why is this so hard to find?
Because most mod sites are like horrible in UI.
All right. Oh, really? 2024 maybe then? What? All right. Here's the point I'm making. I'm not gonna spend time on this. Is that it's probably doing near 400 horsepower with just software, no hardware, not picking up one tool. 400 horsepower for a front-wheel drive car is dumb.
Correct.
There's no point. That's stupid. Therefore, if you want to tune a Golf, make it a Golf R, because then at least you have all-wheel drive to keep it down.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Having more than 350 horsepower on a front-wheel drive car, kind of pointless.
Yeah, I'd almost even say 300 at this point. Like, I know we have torque vectoring systems and LSDs and stuff like that, and you can get the power down, but like
the wheel hop,
even over 300, it's like, yeah, it's too much. It's if you get the Golf R 4 to 450, what Chad and I always say, between 400 and 500 is like the sweet spot for cars that are streetable, that you can have a really fun time